Today we're having coffee with Derrick Stamps, who is the training officer with the Vicksburg Fire Department. Derrick, I don't really even know what you do. I've known you for, gosh, probably 4 years, but I don't know exactly what you do, which is why I wanted to have coffee with you today. So tell me what you do in your role as the training officer for the fire department.
Okay. As a training officer at the Vicksburg Fire Department, my role is, we have two different categories. You pretty much have your education and your fire training. And I'm like the liaison for the Mississippi State Fire Academy with the Vicksburg Fire Department. That's setting up different classes for the guys to find out the department needs of what we wanted to be trained in and set it up through the academy and making sure that everybody goes through it as smooth as possible. And also maintaining an accurate and current training record of all the fire department personnel.
So what kind of training classes do you actually set up?
Such as confined space.
And what does that mean?
It's such as like at Aragon, somewhere now that we have locally. They have little tunnels that they go through that's limited airspace. And you have to be trained to go inside those type of structures.
So you mean if there were a fire in one of the tunnels, that's different from fighting a fire like a house?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. That's totally different. And also, even just a rescue, say that someone has went down the tunnel to change, like at Bungie, they have a grain mill. They may have someone that goes in and to clean it, and it's limited airspace. So they have to go in. We'll have to come in and rescue them if something happens.
Oh, okay. So even if there's not a fire,
yes, ma'am,
there's something that happens.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all have to know how to work in those conditions.
Yes, ma'am. Even with the hills that we have, so in Vicksburg, we have to work on high-angle rescue, different things such as rope rescue, the high-angle rescue.
Oh, okay.
Different things of that.
Gosh, those are things I would never have. I mean, I would never have thought about that.
Yes, ma'am.
That's pretty interesting. So your job is to make sure that the firefighters know how to do their job.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're kind of the unsung hero of the Vicksburg Fire Department, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you keep those firefighters going. What is it about this job that keeps you going?
What keeps me going is pretty much building up the people around me and being a part of something larger than myself, such as the community, being saying that I'm improving the department's ability to perform at critical times with the citizens of Vicksburg or Warren County. And just being a part of something that says that, hey, I'm contributing to this, to the success of the city of Vicksburg.
Well, I tell you what, I can sleep better at night knowing that you're the training officer up there. Thank you so much. Is there anything, you know, now that I know y'all have to do ropes, and I would never have thought to ask you about that kind of rescue, is there anything I didn't ask you that you want people to know about that y'all, that's unique or that y'all do that the general public just doesn't have any idea?
Yes, ma'am. We go out and we train. That's one of my job descriptions that I have too, is to formulate drills. And what I try to do is formulate realistic drills that, or accidents that happens here in the city of Vicksburg, or better yet, something that hasn't happened, where the guys can feel more confident, go out and test the equipment, making sure that it's working properly, to where they working accident fires or working a car wreck. We go out, I respond to those different type of accidents also, and supervise and check the equipment, make sure that the equipment is still producing the same effective when we purchase it. We may have purchased it in 1990s. Is it still operating in the efficient manner that it needs to be operating in today's time? Which things happen where it's just a constant learning. It's a constant learning.
It's always changing, I can tell from what you're saying.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, Derrick, thank you so much for coming and having coffee with me today. I learned a lot, and of course, we appreciate everything that you and all of the people at the Vicksburg Fire Department do.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.